Merry Christmas Eve, Flosstube. I thought I would stop in. I've got some time, just relaxing at home, and I have a lot to share. A lot more finishes, some FFOs, not so much haul this time, but some. Don't worry, I haven't quit buying. That'd be crazy. And a couple of gifts. So I wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys. Because I'm not sure when I'll hop on next, and a lot of it's ornaments that's going to get packed away in a week or two. I don't know how long we'll leave our stuff up, but so I wanted to make sure I was able to share that. So I have some finishes. Some of it was gifts, so I have to show you pictures on the phone because they're gone. Two of them, I did 2 more teacher ornaments. If you follow me on social media, you saw that I had asked my lovely children if they had teacher assistants in their classroom and got no straight answer. And finally asked a teacher friend of ours, and they did. They did have teacher's assistants. Yeah. So I stitched up 2 more quick. I just did sled ornaments, and that reminds me I need to do 1 more to have my daughter take to her classroom after Christmas, because there's 1 teacher aide in her classroom that is strictly pretty much just there to work with a handicapped child. But she did get all of the kids in the class a little gift, so I want to make sure I make one for her. And if I remember correctly, she has been with Ellery's class in the past. Like, Ellery's been with the same child in her class at least 1 other year. And I remember this aide's name, and I know that I made her an ornament 1 year. So I want to make sure that I get another one done and send it after Christmas with a note, you know. But, so I will be doing that while we're on break the next couple weeks. But, so those 2 that I did were from, I let the kids pick out, and Ellery picked this one with the ornaments. And Ethan picked this snowman. These are from Annie B's, but they were from the Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club through Crazy Annie's. So I have all 12 of these that I signed up for the club hoping, you know, that I'd have 36 new little sled options. To be honest, I was a little bit disappointed only because if I were to pull out all 12 patterns, like there's 3 or 4 snowmen, there's 3 or 4 trees, there's a couple of Santas, different poses, slightly different, but I really wish there had been some other motifs done. But still great for gifts. I'm glad I have them because, like I said, I did these last minute, and it's great to have these to pull out. And I had purchased 12 sleds during this club, so I still have, I think, like 4 or 5 left in my stash, so I have them on hand for quick gift finishing. I'm probably going to have to get some more soon, though, to keep on hand, just because I don't want to get caught where I have to wait on ordering them. So I got those 2 done, and for the ornament one, I actually pulled floss from my stash. I need to find where I can show you a picture. And it turned out really cute. I know I took pictures of these. Where are they? The floss that I pulled, the red that I used was from a Romy's thread. Oh, it's a Romy's floss. And the blue was, I believe, from Moe's sale. Here's that one. So it's a little washed out since it's my phone screen, but look how the red turned out with that almost striping effect. It worked out really well. And then here is the little snowman, and I did that in the called for DMC. Let me see if I can, because I'm gonna have to show you another one on here too. So I want to dim the screen a little bit and see if that helps. That's better. Perfect. So there's the little snowman, and I got to stitch him while I was visiting with my friend Lori. So that was a nice afternoon. I took an afternoon off of work, drove out to her house, hung out for a few hours, got to visit, and stitched most of this little snowman. So that worked out great. The other finish that I have is a Christmas gift for my dad, and it is wrapped up. I pressed it yesterday. I did not fully finish it because this is what this is what it is. Christmas Story is his all-time favorite Christmas movie. We had to watch it every year growing up. So and look at that, it even has the little faces on those bunny slippers. Oh my god. So there's this chart is from Etsy. It's from Rich Bitch Stitchery or Rich Bitch Stitching. Let me check. Rich Bitch Cross Stitch on Etsy. And I think she did a phenomenal job with the shading. It looks great. There's also words that are supposed to be stitched on there. And it's the quote from the father saying, you know, like, look at him, he looks like a pink nightmare or whatever. And I didn't put that on only because I'm not sure if my dad would rather have it as a, yeah, it says it, the pattern says he looks like a pink nightmare. So I left it off for now. And I'm going to ask my dad's opinion, what he'd like to do, because it could be an ornament. It would be a larger ornament if I did, you know, like an oval with just Ralphie in the pink bunny suit. But it could still be an ornament. So I have it pressed. I didn't cut the fabric. I've got plenty of room to, and I put the chart in the box as well. And I'm going to let him decide if he wants me to do it as an ornament without the words. I can do that. If he wants me to do it in like a 5x7 frame that they can put somewhere in the house for the Christmas season, then I can do that. And if he wants the words on it before I put it in a frame, I can do that. So I'm going to leave it open to whatever my dad wants. But I did get, you know, the majority of that done. So that was great. And then I also fully stitched and finished this kit for Ethan. I was hoping this was like one that he could do. Like he has started doing, he's got another cross stitch project started. It's a Pikachu and he's doing great with it. So I thought, hey, he could do this too. It's really simple. Once I did my own 2 ornaments though, I forgot that how challenging sometimes it can be to get the needle under the floss on wood. I mean, I love these wood forms. They're great. But I just think it would have been too much for him. So I stitched it for him. It's all done. It comes with the, you know, the pre-stickied velvet backing. I love these kits. This is Canadian Stitchery. So I got that done. I also stitched a gift. Emily, if you're watching, don't watch. So I stitched this for my friend Emily, and I have not, I mean, I just fully finished it yesterday. I kind of wish I had done a couple different things, but it's done. It's adorable. This is from Etsy as well, and the shop is, I don't know what the shop is. I can't find it on here, but it's a little giraffe. But yeah, it's fully finished. I used olive linen, got some fabric that matches nice on the back, did a ribbon hanger, stitched it together. I mean, I know why all of my projects are in a bin under the bed now, because I stitched together 3 ornaments yesterday by hand, and it's absolutely my least favorite part ever. I used a wood form on these. I wish I had put a layer of batting between the wood and the fabric just to make it a little bit poofy and softer, but it still looks very nice. I used clear tacky glue to put the chenille trim around the edge, and it's all done. So I need to mail this to her, because while I considered holding on to it till next year and like stitching an ornament for all my little friends, realistically, this will get lost. So I need to send that to her as an after Christmas present. Let's see. What else did that might be everything that I stitched. I think it is. But I had some other FFOs. So yesterday, since we were just chilling, we're just chilling because my kids are both sick. Fever, cough, headache, runny nose, the works. Majority of the symptoms started like Thursday night for Ellery, this morning for Ethan. I did manage to get out to Walgreens before the winter storm hit us real bad, and I got some Mucinex children's cold and cough, and that seems to be helping Ellery. I think today I'm going to COVID test her just to be sure, but I have a feeling this is influenza A because it's running rampant, and I'm guessing they brought it home from school. For the most part, though, they're feeling okay. They're still, they're just kind of hanging around, laying low. Not much of appetites, but not too bad. So that's good. Knock on wood, we don't get it. Ugh. But anyway, so since we're laying around, I decided to be productive yesterday. I did that FFO for the ornament I stitched for Emily. This was a project that somebody asked me to frame for them back in, March. I finally did it. She's totally understanding and cool with it. It's just an old neighbor, a family friend of ours, and she brought me the frame. It was an easy frame job, but she's totally understanding of the crazy year that I've had with 3 surgeries, and it's just kind of got pushed to the back burner. So I'm very glad to have gotten that pulled out and accomplished, because I just feel like that's one more thing off my list. So that's done. I also FFO'd. This is an ornament that I stitched for my mom last Christmas. See how I work there? Stitched this last Christmas. I got it on Stash Unload. And what it was a button pack that you purchased and got the free pattern for. So I purchased this on Stash Unload, and I stitched this for my mom last year. And I didn't finish it before I gave it to her because I didn't know. It was another one of those that I didn't know how my mom would want it finished. I didn't know if she would want an ornament for the tree. I didn't know if she would want a little pillow. I wanted to get her input. So it's been sitting in my basement since then. And I finally did it yesterday. Got some fabric for the back, ribbon hanger, used some pom-pom trim. So this is another one that I stitched together yesterday. And I think this one took the longest to stitch together because I had to run the needle through that little, this is that Lady Dots trim, and I ran it through the little lace that holds the pom-poms together. I watched a lot of Home Alone 2 while I did this. It took a while. But that's done, so I can give that to Mom. So it's another thing out the door, off of my plate, right? Then this was the third one I worked on yesterday, and this is not completely finished, but do you remember my haul from the other week? I had this ornament that I found at Goodwill, and it looked like this, and it was, $1 something. Okay, I took that out because nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. It really wasn't too dirty, so I didn't try to wash it because I didn't want any of that red to run. The wooden forms that I had were too big. I had very little room to work with on this stitched piece. So I did find, I went in my cupboard, instead of getting my compass out and being all, mathematical about it, I went in our cupboard and I found a cup that I could put on top of it, and it fit inside the cup. And I said, perfect! And I traced the cup, and I cut out 2 pieces of mat board, and I stretched it on there. For these, I just used the clear tacky glue, and I, lined it up, held it up to the window, made sure it was centered how I wanted it, flipped it on the table, ran that tacky glue around the edge, and then pressed all of the fabric up around it. It's very messy. My hands were covered in glue, but very effective. So, and then I added the ribbon before I stitched it all together, and now I just need some trim. I had some trim picked out. I tried to glue it on with the clear tacky glue last night, and I think it's going to be one that has to either be hot glued or I need to switch trim. So it's going to just chill for now. But it's almost done, and the hard part is done, so I will get some trim on it before the end of the Christmas season so that I can get this packed away in my ornament box. And it'll be another thing off of my counter. See a theme here? So the other FFOs that I had, these are all ornaments that I did not stitch. These were ornaments that I purchased. They were already done. They were stitched by the same lady that stitched those bunnies. This friend of ours, Jody, she asked me if I wanted to come take a look at some stitching stuff that a friend of hers, a family friend of theirs, the mother had passed away. They were going through the estate. And she knew I'm a cross stitcher. So I went over there. I kind of took a look. They kept some nice pieces that she had stitched that if they had been wanting to get rid of them, I gladly would have purchased them and framed them. They were gorgeous. They were gorgeous. Jody got a few of the pieces. She got 2 Santas that I framed for her last year. She got those bunnies that are now done. But anyway, some of the stuff that I did purchase, I found these in there. And they were already all stitched. So I just added the hanger and some felt backing. And now I've got these Santas for my tree. So here's 2 of them. And these are all, French knots. And I just used the stitchery tape, double-sided adhesive to put the felt on. And this one. And they're stitched beautifully. So, and I'm missing one because here's number 5. So I forgot one on the tree somewhere, but you get the idea. There were 6 of them. The other one, I don't even remember what it looked like compared to these. I think it was a long, skinny one. And then this was in there as well. And there's 2 other ones that are also fully done, but these were the wire and whimsy kits where you were supposed to like do the wire hanger with the raffia tied to it, the country vibe. All of the kit, they had all the pieces for fully finishing them with the stitched pieces, but the wires were all rusted. So moisture had gotten in at some point. The wires were all rusted and the raffia just looked like crap. So this one did not have any additional pieces, so I just stuck it on some felt. The other 2 have little extra pieces that were supposed to like go on the wire, and so I haven't decided how I want to finish those. I might get some other wire and try to find a way to do it myself, but this one's done, also on the tree, out of the way. So that is everything that I have done. I also got a couple gifts. This was from a stitching exchange in the Bluegrass Stitchers group that I'm a part of, and I did actually show the ornament that I stitched for this exchange when I finished it a few videos back. This is the one that I got, and I got this from Dee Stauffer. So I'm not sure if Dee watches, but if she does, thank you so much. And I did actually save her return address label so that I can send a thank you note. And that's something that I forgot to do, so I'm going to do it today now that I have this return address in front of me. But look at this look at him. Look at this snowman. So she finished it in this hoop. Felt on the back, and it's got the hat. It's so cute. So thank you again if you do watch. So now I've got him to add to my tree as well. Before I do haul, I'll do the other couple gifts I got, I guess. This was from my friend Tina, and it's so cool. It's from Modern Hoopla, and it's a bobbin minder. And it's so nice. It's just this piece of wood. It's got the slots. This is a magnet for needles. And yeah, I can just set that in my stitchy cart because I do have some floss on bobbins still, and this will be great. So thank you. And then I got got a nose itch. I got my package. Carrie and I always exchange Christmas gifts, and she sent me, mine came in 2 parts this year, and one of them is out in the living room. It was a Christmas decoration. I will show you a picture because I'm not going to get up and go get it. But it was this. Isn't that cool? I love it. Nice little nativity. I love it. So that's out on my piano. And then, which reminds me, or just made me think, because I just, oddly enough, when I opened Instagram, her post was up and it was something with her patterns. What is this? Merry Christmas. All cross-stitch patterns are 20% off in my Etsy shop until the 26th. You guys, Crafting Paws, Carrie. She does a lot of Biscornus. That's the one that I model stitched for her. The purple houses. This one is adorable. I need to get that. And then she's got this snowman. She's got a couple new Halloween ones that she did this year. So Etsy shop is, let me pull it up. Etsy. It is Curious Carrie. She's also got these jars, but she does have a whole section of PDF charts. And everything, the PDF charts are 20% off until the 26th. So, but anyway, back to, so she got me a lot of various things, but 2 of the things that I want to show you. She sent me a couple of pieces of this 40 count even weave. I did not know that 40 count even weave was a thing. I thought, 40 count you could only get linen. She said that she's gotten this 40 count even weave from Bestitch Me. So she sent me a couple scraps to try it out, because I've talked about my eyesight and the changes this year, and I don't think I could do 40 count linen even with the magnifiers. I probably could, but it just would be slow and headache inducing. But I'm gonna give it a go on the even weave and see if that makes a difference. So apparently 40 count even weave is a thing, and you can get it from Bestitch Me. So I will be trying that. And the other thing that she sent me, and I'm gonna actually, after this video, I'm gonna go see if Ellery wants to do this with me. She sent me this Christmas puzzle, and it's so cute because it's in this teeny tiny tin. It's a 150 piece puzzle. So let's open it up and see how little these pieces are, because 150 pieces and it goes in this tin. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Look how tiny and cute they are. So this is from tinytinpuzzles.com. I'm going to have to check them out because that's cute. Hey, Ellery. And then I took the pieces out, and it looks like you get a bigger picture in here. So this is the puzzle that you're doing. What else is in here? And this is just, oh, you can do custom puzzles from them too. That would be a cool gift. I did. Come here. Come look at this puzzle that I got. You want to do it with me after my video? Look how tiny the pieces are.
Wow.
Yeah. It goes in this tin. See? Tiny tin puzzles. You want to do that? Okay. Don't start without me. Go put it on the table.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't give me your cooties. So that was my gift. So thank you, everybody. But haul. Okay. Let's jump into haul. So these are lifesavers with those little wooden frame pieces when you're stitching, these needle grips. And I'm down to one. I lost one somewhere. I just have the one. So I actually ordered a pack of 3 for myself, and this was one of the things I put in Carrie's gift this year because they're great. So I sent her a pack as well. I got some new minders from Maples Minders and More. I got True Crime Junkie and The Labyrinth. And then Dean. And then Belle. And come on. Bruni from Frozen 2. He's so cute. And then I got T-Rex. If you're happy and you know it, clap your... Oh. He can't clap his hands. And I actually got that for a couple other people too. And then another Supernatural and The Witcher. I'm very sad about The Witcher because Henry Cavill will not be on The Witcher anymore. Very sad, very sad. I got some more Night Stalkers floss because duh, why wouldn't I? So this is Morticia, Poison, and Uki. I think these were maybe November flosses. I don't know. And then I got, this is Scales and Peacock, and these look very similar. I got 2 of each, but they are 2 different colors, and they also are similar to Calypso. And I loved Calypso. That's what I used to stitch that Ink Circles Free Owl pattern. So I picked up these. This is Solar Flare. Mimosa. This is Blood Moon. Siren. Very pretty. Jewel Bug. And Sea Glass. And I am obsessed with the Night Stalker floss. Obsessed. So I gotta find more projects to use it in. Actually, I think what I'm gonna stitch today is this sled ornament from Meridian Designs. This was in a Under the Sea Advent countdown box. I think I'm gonna use this for the tail and get some other colors in there. I think that's gonna look awesome. That, or I mean, I have a whole bag of Night Stalkers floss, and there's another color that I think might work. This could work. This was from the Advent box, Blown Glass, but I'm not, the one I'm thinking of is, ooh, this. Come on. One of these. So either Bonnie Lass, which has some other colors in it as well, or Melancholy would work too. So I will have to pull the DMC, and I'll have to see which one I like best. But I'm going to stitch up that little mermaid sled for myself. I purchased some items from ABC Stitchery. They had a sale. This could have been a Black Friday sale, actually. It took a little while to get my stuff from them, but that's okay. Not in a huge rush, but they had a bunch of Mill Hill kits on clearance, and I think I got the sale on top of the clearance. So I only paid like $5 something or something for these. So I got a soccer ball for Ethan. I'll make this one of his ornaments. Maybe that'll be this year's, but that should be pretty quick. And then I purchased 3 of the Tiny Treasured Diamonds pattern kits. So we've got this one, and this one, and that one. So I got all 3 of those, and these use a lot of beads and Krynic. This one is a lot more bead heavy. These two are a lot more cry neck heavy. So those will be fun. And then I purchased the Hinzite November, December. I do not have all of these seasons, but I do like the November and December. And actually, I pulled this out of my stash the other day. A little bit all over the place today with my video, but so I have these two, but then I pulled this out of my stash the other night when I was in the basement, and I want to get these done too. I might try to do like all of these over the next couple weeks because they're so small. So I can put this in my 2-stitch. And then I have this that I pulled out as well. I just found this. I want to get this one done. And I have the printed fabric for it. So I'm excited about that. I just got to pull floss because this I think is done. I think it's done in Romy's Creations threads. She gives the DMC equivalent, but I think I'm going to pull overdyes from my stash. Back to my order. This was the only other chart I got from ABC with those Mill Hill ornaments and stuff. So I bought that as well. I knew there was more. I also have, I resubscribed to the World of Cross Stitching, so this is the first issue that I've gotten in the mail. Oh, this magazine is violent. Oh, that really hurt. This is the first issue I've gotten in the mail. Since then, this is the little freebie. That sucked. I managed to catch my lip with the corner of that magazine. It was brutal. I'm really excited for the next issue of this, though, because look what's coming. Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. I know, it's awesome. So I'm excited about that. My lip really hurts. Yep, sure does. I also purchased Cross Stitcher magazine. I purchased this issue as well, and I really like these flowers. I'm gonna stitch that for sure. And this was the freebie. Let me show you that flower one up close, because let me find it. Here it is. Isn't it beautiful? It's Susan Bates. I love Susan Bates. I love her artwork. So, yeah, I'm stitching that. Someday. Don't rush me. I also got a whole bunch of fabric. This was from Stash and Load. A gal on there, and I've talked to her before, I know, but she was getting rid of a bunch of, why are people talking to me? She was getting rid of a bunch of fabric, and I ended up just adding a few things. She let it go for a couple weeks, and then I got everything. This is a Stitcher's 1/8 of 16 count Ada. This is Lunar from Color and Cotton. Really nice gray. This is a 28 count Lugana, and it's about a Stitcher's 1/8. And I don't know who this is from, but look at that. You guys, it's gorgeous. You know what this would be perfect for? The fireman bikini that I was going to stitch for my friend Jen. This is perfect. So, yay. Now that I'm seeing that in person, this is, yeah. It's pretty perfect. Pretty much have to use it for that. And something else, of course. This is another 22 count Lugana, another Stitcher's 8th, and again, no dyer name, but it's nice. These are serged too. That's a really pretty one. Really pretty. This is a 28 count Lugana. It must be from the same dyer as those last two. Again, another Stitcher's 8th. That's a nice bright pink. Very subtle modeling. I really like that. I wonder if these were ones she did herself, maybe. I should go back to my conversation and ask her. If she did, they're gorgeous. And I've never gotten my fabrics pressed so nicely when I did my own dyeing, that's for sure. This is from, I know who this is from. I cannot think of her name right now, but she sells in albums on Stash Unloading. You might recognize it from the label too. I cannot think of the name right now, but this is a really pretty wintry piece. So I'll have to decide what to use that for. And this is like an extra long one. 15 by 29. And this is 28 count even weave. I got a piece of, this is just 32 count lemon yellow. It's a very nice light yellow, so I picked that up. I've been gravitating towards solids lately. Like the ornaments that I've stitched, like I stitched the giraffe on olive linen. I stitched the Christmas story piece on Confederate gray. I've been doing solids. This is a piece of Fiberlicious. This was a fabric of the month. I have no color name, but it's an opal even weave. I'm guessing a 28 count. Looks like 28. Beautiful. And then this is a silk weaver. This is called Frosted Pumpkin. And this is a little bit bigger than a fat quarter usually is. It's 32 by 17 and a half. And this is a really pretty subtle one too. So that's it for fabrics. The only other thing I really have is these are from the Shannon Christine subscriber group. She has a subscriber group on Facebook, and it's $10 a month, and it's well worth it. She does some great free designs in there. Some of them she has put for sale as well, but we get them first and for free in the subscriber group, if that makes sense. But this was one that we just got, Be Merry. Quick little stitch. And then we also got this gingerbread house tree. My printers must be running low on toner. I also got an update to my Tiny Modernist 3-part mini series, and I believe I purchased this at Jingle Ball. So I got the update for that. It's complete now. This is a freebie from Hands On Design. I believe it came in her email. And Ellery's out there hacking like crazy. I feel bad for her. Oh, I picked these up. I'm going to stitch these for Brian at some point as ornaments. I need to get some more ornaments for us stitched because I'd like to have a cross-stitch only tree at some point. So I picked those up for Brian. I also have an otter that's like the same size as that giraffe, and I got to stitch that for him, but I went to stitch it the other night, And it has a lot of, not true confetti, but a lot of every other stitch. And I just didn't have the patience for it the other night. This was another purchase from Etsy. I cannot show it on here though because it is the chart. Let me pull it up on here. I purchased 2 other charts on Etsy. This is one of them. It's super easy Grinch one, so I had to get that. And then I also purchased this bookmark for myself. I'll stitch it someday. I'll stitch it someday. Isn't that a pretty bookmark? It's poinsettias. I had to get it. I think my phone screen went back to where I normally have it. Sure did. Okay. And my other stitching plans for today, because that sled probably will not take very long, is to start this one. This is also from Karen, Meridian Designs. This was a round robin at Galleria this year, so I have the kit, and I'm super excited to stitch that. And it's Ada. It's black Ada, so I'll be able to see it. But yeah, that's going to be so much fun. And I love what she did with the ribbon on this. I wish I had taken a picture of the model, when I was at Galleria and saw it, because it's just so different and unique. I've never seen anyone... Yeah, I've never seen any patterns with ribbon like this. I was trying to make sure that I wasn't saying something false, but I've not seen anyone use ribbon like this, and I think it's so darling. So I'm super excited about that. And I figure if it gets too difficult for me, I'm just going to mail it back to Karen and say, hey, do the ribbon and send it back when you're done. So that's everything, guys. Yes, that is everything. So, I hope that you guys are all ready for Christmas. I hope you are all healthier than we are here. And I hope that your weather is better than here. The crazy part is we got this, I'm here in Michigan, and we got this great little blizzard the last couple days. I have not ventured out of the house since Thursday. I have no plans to venture out until after Christmas. We have what we need and we are good. We are sick, so we are not going anywhere. But the crazy part is, even with this blizzard and as crappy as the roads are in places, mostly because of the wind is icing everything over and blowing the snow and drifting and everything. As crappy as it is, next Saturday, actually, I think when I looked last night, it was next Thursday. So like in, 5 days? It's supposed to be 51 degrees here. 49. Look at this. I can't. So Wednesday it's going to start warming up and it's going to be 39. Thursday 49, Friday 51, Saturday 60, and rain every day. Thank God, because if the temperatures were colder and that was all snow, we'd be snowed in for weeks. Yay, Michigan. So everything we've got out there is probably going to melt. I can't. So yeah, but it looks like everywhere in the country right now is having some crazy weather. So at least here in Michigan, we're prepared for it and know that we're going to get it. Unlike, Texas and Florida that are freezing right now. Have a good Christmas. Enjoy your families. Enjoy some stitching time. Just relax. Chill out. Don't stress. That's my plan. I'm as crummy as it is to have people not feeling well. I'm looking forward to nothing for Christmas. No traveling. No house to clean to have people come over here. We weren't going to do anything crazy anyway. We were just going to have our parents come over. And I was just doing, super easy food. I was doing crock pot mac and cheese. I had fruit. I had veggies. I had kielbasa to warm up, and my mom was bringing the leftover ham from Thanksgiving that they froze. So it was going to be easy, but now it's even easier because nobody has appetites. I'm not even going to bother cooking. And we'll just postpone the family Christmases. So I will touch base again soon, hopefully with some more projects to share. My stitchy bug is back full force, so we'll see how it goes. Have a good one. Merry Christmas.